Hi, Nige back here again, and I've got another inbox review and something a little bit different. We have got Rye Field Models M109A7 Paladin self-propelled howitzer. So this is basically some field artillery. Okay, I don't know too much about the aircraft, but I do know this aircraft. The armoured fighting vehicle. But I do know this one comes with a metal barrel. It's got workable tracks. It's got some 3D printed parts. You can have the hatches open or closed. All the bits and pieces on there. Yeah, I do know that this is mainly an American vehicle. But I think 1965 we got about 100 and something of these of the earlier ones. We now have got the AS90. Scratch that. I don't know which one we got. I just know when I was in the army, we went and saw some when I was out in Germany. Showed them off to us, and they are a big vehicle. Anyway, let's get cracking with this review, shall we? So, normal Rye Field model affair. We have A4 booklet, straight into the sprue map. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of sprues and parts in here. Starting off with the lower hull and the torsion bars. And then we've got the suspension for the wheels going on. Before we then have the road wheels being installed, the cog and the drive wheel and stuff like that. Before then we start looking at the upper hull, putting a hinge on for one of the hatches. For the upper hull joins to the lower hull. We have then the back plate going on. Before then we start moving on to making these tracks, and you want 89 pieces for each side. This is why I don't do tanks. They then can get attached to the tank itself. Before then we start looking at more hatches going on, lights. We've then got let's have a look. Well, looks like a plate of some sort going on. Light cluster parts, some more ports going on, vision ports maybe. Before we start looking at the turret and the main breech of the vehicle, the bottom plate going onto the turret, hatches and other bits and pieces going onto the turret. We've got jerry cans, we've got some tubing of some sort. For then another what looks like another vision port going on. Some more panels going in with what looks like some ammo boxes. Another hatch going on. Behind the main hatch, jerry cans, pickaxes. We've got a hatch that we can have open or closed at the rear. Before we've then got a big 50 cal, what looks like, getting mounted onto its mounting part with some ammo chutes. Before then we're looking at, what is that? Is that the main gun sight of some sort? Let me just see if I can follow it through. Oh, it's for a, looks like it's a part of one of the main weapons. Yeah, it looks like it's part of one of the main defensive weapons that are going on to top of this turret. Some more bins going on as well. Before then, we've got this rear bin going on the back of the turret with some more jerry cans. Some cages getting built to go, I would assume, on the side of or rear of the turret, as you can see just here. So you can have two versions with this on or with that on. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, right, okay. So this is with the cages closed, so to speak. These are with the cages open. Before we then get that massive gun put on, metal gun with some resin parts, some antennas going on, the locking mechanism for the gun for when it's being driven or when it's being transported, some more back plates going on, so that'd be the main door for the crew compartment. Before we've then got adding that the locking mechanism for the actual gun actually onto the vehicle, and then we've got the color call outs for two colors, one in desert sand and one in green camo. So let's get cracking straight away. These are all still in the bag, so you just have to bear with me while I unwrap them all. So we've got part of the upper turret, the turret here, okay, with some non-slip texture, some really nice big bolted sort of like rivets, nice panel lines, nice little clip just there all round. Nothing really to write home about, though it's got the nice non-slip texture just there. This is the rear part for the turret, so this will go onto the back of the turret like so. And again, we have got some non-slip texture on there, and again we have lots of little rivet detail all the way around it. Next up, we have the upper turret. So the upper turret louvers on there, non-slip again on it, and again some nice detail around the front of this, and nice sharp crisp louvers, and again lots of big bolts running down both sides of the vehicle. Lower turret, I'm not going to get this out because there's not really that much to it. There's some nice rivet detail on there, some nice detail around where the torsion bars go, but on that, yeah. So the next sprue up is sprue B. Okay, so sprue B, we have the plastic muzzle on it. We've got that part of the main gun, some of those tubes we looked at, some springs, and again all really nice parts. Okay, some nice more vents and louvers just there. The big locking mechanism for the actual main gun. Some nice touches on these antennas. So you've got the little bits there. So yeah, all in all, really nice. Next one, it's got two sprues in of wheels and other odds and sods, so we'll just get the one out. So we've got now our road wheels, our road wheel tyres, we've got our sprockets and everything like that. So yeah, again, so some nice nut detail on these wheels. There's some nice detail inside of these drive wheels and sprocket parts. So yeah, looks really nice. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues of tracks. Now, we've also got a jig with these. Okay, so let's just have a look, make sure they're all exactly the same. So for in here, we have our track pads, so 2 per track link. Then we've got our guide pins, okay, and then we've got our guide teeth. So, you know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, because those are bits that sandwich these bits together. 5, 6, 7 pits for 1 track link. Yay. So again, this is why I don't do tanks. I just, no, it's not for me. I'd rather stand a seam line on a aircraft than do anything like that. Next up, we have a bunch of tools, jerry cans and stuff like that. So we've got our jerry cans, we've got fuel, and we've got water ones. We have spades, pickaxes, and axes, a big sledgehammer, a breech for one of the machine guns, a breech and part of the cooling holes for either said gun or another part of it, ammo boxes, and again, I mean, I can even read it, so the detail on this is actually sublime. It's really, really nice. So this sprue has got some of the actual louvers on, some of the hatches, some have got non-slip. We have a tow rope, or it won't be a rope. Well, it would be, because even though it's metal, okay, it's a rope still. And other parts have got non-slip on it, and nuts and what have you on there as well. If you're going to have some of these hatches open, which it says it can do, you've got some injector pin marks to get rid of on that one, and this one, if you did that as well. So next up, we've got another sprue of small little parts. So another one of the defensive weapons just down here. We have another full defensive weapon. I think that was that part of the hat, one of the hatches, I'm not certain. And other little odds and sods all around. And again, nicely detailed with clips like on there. We have hatches, we have little bits and pieces, and again, it's all really crisply molded and all looks really nice. Last, plastic sprue. So we've got the back plate with the main crew doors. We've got the turret ring and the lower part of the turret, and some other little bits and pieces. Okay, so yeah, it looks really, really nice. Again, with the non-slip, nice nuts all the way over this. Where the details needed, it's there. That's the main part for the torsion rods. Yeah, all really nice. Which moves us on to some of the goodies you get in with this. So in here we have a 3D resin printed muzzle. Really nice detail on there. We also have, in this bag, we have got a metal turned barrel and the other part of the muzzle. Okay, so that goes on there like that of some sort. And then we've got our metal aluminium barrel. Really nice. We also get some photo etch for those side bins, which you can see the grating there and some other bits and pieces all round. Oh, and the decals. Not many decals, but there you are. So that's Rye Field Models Paladin. That's going to build up to a really impressive looking model, I believe. Some lovely detail on there. The metal gun barrel and the actual muzzle itself, and obviously that other bit, so it wasn't just going on straight on, it was that bit there. Resin really adds a nice touch to this model, and I think it's going to look really fantastic once done. Anyway, that's it from me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.